Matt Sampson here with storm specialist Carl Parker. We've talked before about some of the disruption in the Arctic because of some of the warming going on up there and how that can influence the cold air being brought down to where we live. Can you explain a little bit more about that?
Yeah, there's a theory right now that's a little bit controversial that suggests that because the Arctic's warming a lot more quickly than other parts of the planet, that is reducing the temperature contrast between the Arctic and the middle latitudes. And when that happens, you don't have as fast of a jet stream. The jet stream feeds on that contrast. So when it's not as fast, it ends up meandering a lot more. And when that happens, then you get these tremendous cold outbreaks.
We'll take a look at this graphic here where we can see there's sort of a stripe that goes from Alaska up over the North Pole over to Scandinavia. Tell us a little bit more about that warm area that we're seeing.
Yeah, that's the really interesting thing is that when we look at what are called surface temperature anomalies, so we're looking at the departure of the temperatures relative to the averages, it was clearly much colder, and this is going through December, January, and February, clearly much colder in the US and Canada, but actually much warmer across a lot of the North Pole and into northern parts of Europe and many areas in the Northern Hemisphere. So what happens here really isn't reflective of what's going on globally. And it's important to remember that the US takes up 1.5% of the surface area of the globe.
All right, Carl, thanks very much.